If you're here watching this video right now, the chances are you might be feeling a little overwhelmed. Maybe you're super stressed because there's so much going on in your life. You have a bit of anxiety and a little bit of worry. Well, don't worry, because in today's video, I'm going to share with you what to do when you feel overwhelmed with life. Hey everyone, my name's Paul Wadsworth, the founder of IntraLifestyle.com, and this channel is all about helping you live with greater health, happiness, and freedom. So what is overwhelm? Let's think of it as just an overload of too much stuff that we're taking in our heads, and it impacts the way we feel emotionally. And that stuff can be coming from the external world, and it can be just our own internal dialogue that we have every single day. But if we want to deal with that, we need to identify what some of these things are. And then in a moment, I'm going to show you a really simple technique that you can use instantly to relieve some of this overwhelm. But before we do that, let's just quickly go over some of the key things, because I'm sure you're going to be able to relate. Maybe you're worrying about what you're having for dinner tonight. Maybe a work meeting has come up and you've got to reschedule something with a friend, or the taxes are due and you've got to pay the rent. Maybe you forgot to pick your friend up who you said you were going to go and collect earlier. There's all these things that are constantly going on in our mind. And the moment we wake up in the morning, these thoughts start coming around again. And a lot of them are the same thoughts as the day before. But then additionally, we can have external things happen in our world, a high stressful situation, a high pressured situation, which trigger even more emotional states and stresses that creates even more overwhelm. And when we're just so in our head with all of this stuff, and there's so much to do, there's so many expectations in our lives, it can become quite challenging to deal with. So that's why this exercise I'm going to go over with you now is a great way so that you can clear up some of that headspace, so that ultimately you can live your life with more freedom, that feeling of inner freedom, and reduce some of this overwhelm. And on to the exercise now. So this is really going to clear up some of that headspace. The first thing you want to do is write down all of the things that are on your mind. Just whatever comes to your mind. Could be all of the things we got here. There's probably a million other things, stuff like rent, creative projects, you want to go to the gym, emails you got to respond to, Netflix, groceries, your taxes, planning a holiday, meeting a friend, or phoning a family. There's probably a bunch more stuff, so figure out what that is, get that out first. And then the next bit is we're going to draw a square. We want to make it look like a window. And then on that, we're going to number it 1 to 4, 1 being the most important, 4 being the least important. That's urgent, non-urgent, important, not important, okay? So in the urgent column, you're going to identify the most important things: your taxes, your rent, your groceries, your work deadlines. Again, whatever these are personal to you in this moment in time. Non-urgent but still important will be things like the gym, planning a holiday, meeting a friend, phoning your family members. And then we're going to move on to urgent but not so important. Finish a creative project, responding to emails. And then we've got the things that you could do less of, like Facebook, Netflix, and then Instagram, social media, just stuff that's wasting your time. Then you can circle the most important things, cross the other ones off, and just put your focus onto what is going to get you the results this moment in time. There you go. I told you that exercise was super simple. And the best way to look at it is we have all of this noise in our head, all of this stuff going on. And yes, some of it is external, but it's still in our head. We build it up in our body, and that emotional state, it's within ourselves. But with that build up, if we don't have a way of releasing it and getting that out and creating that clarity, it just becomes worse and worse. So something like this exercise is just a simple way for you to identify what's important and what's not. And you can start focusing on the most important things to relieve that overwhelm much faster. And to be honest with you, another great way and thing you can do that will just help you is just writing anything down on paper, just getting your thoughts out, brain dumping, journaling, clearing some headspace, transferring it from here to the paper is going to help you in some way. And if you did find this useful and you know someone else suffering with some overwhelm, some anxiety, some stress, then please share it with them, because I know it can help them as well. And if you're new around here and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and share it with someone else. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.